Hi, this is Farhan and welcome back to another video. If you have been looking at the price of XRP for the past 24 to 48 hours, you might have been very impressed seeing this massive price increase almost out of nowhere. Well, if you have been following the news related to Ripple and XRP, and especially what is going on with this lawsuit, you might know the reason behind this massive price increase. Now, there are some other things that are having a major impact on the price, and that is what we will be talking about today. Not only that, we have from the lead counsel of Ripple what exactly is the criteria of the settlement, and they have mentioned that hey, if the SEC is ready to meet that criteria, they are going to settle as soon as possible. So a lot of very good news for Ripple and XRP that is happening that we just got to know in the last couple of days, and I'll be talking about all of those in today's video. And we'll be talking especially looking at the price and what we are going to be expecting in the coming weeks and months. So let's dive in. Let's start off with the price of XRP. The price of XRP did absolutely amazing, and if you're comparing it to the past week, the price of XRP increased by more than 60%, which is absolutely crazy. We were seeing the price of XRP hover between 32 to 34 cents, and it went as high as $0.55. But since then, it has slightly calmed down, but still absolutely doing incredible, and the 7-day percentage increase is hovering around 44 cents. I mean, it is still about that magical 50-cent barrier, so that's pretty good news. But the biggest thing is that the volume that XRP is currently seeing, it is incredibly high at around close to $7 billion. So what exactly is the reason for such a high price increase for XRP? Well, this was an exact question put forward to Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple, and he went on to Fox Business, and he basically talked about, in that he basically said a lot of things, saying and comparing XRP to how it was before the lawsuit, when the price of XRP, it was second to Bitcoin, and in the early 2018, in the first month of 2018, XRP was just right below Bitcoin. So you can expect that XRP has a lot of potential. He kind of reiterated that. But the biggest thing, and one of the biggest factors that is impacting the current prices we are seeing with XRP, well, let's take a look at that.
See, in our motion for summary judgment, the first step of determining could XRP be a security is you have to have an investment contract. And our point is, Ripple doesn't have a contract. With whom is the contract? It's not a written contract, it's not an oral contract, it's not an implicit contract.
So where we are right now in the case?
So the summaries for the motions for summary judgment were just filed last week. They were made public on Saturday, which I'll mention very briefly. We had agreed with the judge and with the SEC to release those on Monday. They jumped the gun. And it's just this constant, I think, disrespect to the court process, and which we've seen time and time again. The judge in this case has ruled 5 different times that the notes associated with that infamous speech we're talking about should be turned over to Ripple. And they we still don't have them.
You still don't have them. So the case, she's going to make a decision on whether it goes to trial or not, or whether she'll just rule from the bench, right? So
yeah, I think we expect that there won't be a trial, because trials and juries are really to determine if there's uncertainty about facts. The facts here really aren't very much dispute. The law is in dispute.
You think she's going to...
We think she has the information to make a ruling, and we think it's very clear that the SEC is grossly overreaching their authority.
Before we go...
So basically in this, towards the end, he actually talked about a very important thing. One of the outcomes from the summary judgment, one of the things that we would know is, hey, are both sides ready for the judge to make a verdict? And it seems that is true, and it seems very likely that the lawsuit, this Ripple lawsuit, is not going to go to a trial. And if that had happened, the lawsuit would have dragged on well into 2023. Right now, from some estimates, it's ranging from anywhere, a verdict somewhere in December to as late as somewhere in March of next year. So we are expecting, we're basically in the final phase of this lawsuit. And in my previous video, I talked about, I gave you guys a better understanding of what timeline we are looking at. If you guys are interested, I'll be linking that in the description box below. So one of the biggest things that we are seeing, the price of XRP right now, it is related to this, the summary judgment, the details which we got, basically saying that, hey, hey, the Ripple has a very strong upper hand, and obviously talking about how Ripple really went after the law itself saying that hey, XRP is not a security. And coming back to the point of security, well, we finally officially have that. We already knew for quite some time, but now we officially know what is a criteria for a settlement. And the lead counsel of Ripple, he basically went on to CoinDesk and he gave the details on what they're looking for in the settlement. If those details are met, they're going to settle with the SEC. It is as simple as that. So let's take a look at that. Now, before watching this clip, I just want to give you guys a quick heads up that in the summary judgment, even though SEC did not directly say that all of XRP is a security, but they're going through different ways trying to prove that XRP is a security. So let's look at what the Ripple General Counsel had to say regarding that.
Yes or no? Any settlement on the table?
We've said publicly since day one that this case settles if the SEC makes clear that Ripple sales and distributions of XRP and XRP's trading in the secondary market does not constitute a security. If they're willing to acknowledge that, the case settles and settles very, very quickly. Without that acknowledgement, we have no choice to continue to defend the case, and we're defending the case not only on behalf of Ripple, we're really defending this case on behalf of the entire crypto industry. Because if we're not going to get clarity through regulatory rulemaking, and we're getting deliberate confusion brought upon the market. If we're not going to get clarity through the legislative process, and there's some good faith efforts to make that work, the only other place where you can get clarity is through the judicial process, the litigation process, and that's where we're going to get it.
So now we know that he is basically saying that these are the exact criteria that if SEC agrees to it, they are going to settle with them. And that would be absolutely amazing. That would basically mean an end to this lawsuit basically next week. But is that going to happen? I've talked in some of my previous videos that it is very unlikely that SEC agrees to that. This is why they have gone all the way through, and this is why we might actually see the judge giving a final verdict on this lawsuit. And John Deaton, who is basically an XRP attorney at this town, representing more than 67,000 XRP holders, he had this very important thing to say. I never expected them to argue in the summary judgment that XRP itself is a security because they admit they can't. But they can still make a de facto argument. For example, they claim that XRP escrow represents the common enterprise. Now, in the entire summary judgment, basically they were talking about how Ripple was talking about the common enterprise, that SEC is trying to use that to kind of prove that XRP is a security. But we all know that SEC is kind of really failing to do so, and that is why we are seeing the reaction to the price right now. And we saw the price of XRP go as high as around 55 cents. Now, keep this in mind that we saw the price of XRP increase by up to 60%. This is entirely during a bear market when the entire world of crypto is seeing the prices falling considerably from their all-time highs. But it seems that by the time we reach the bull market and the Ripple lawsuit, it has ended, the price of XRP can truly skyrocket, even crossing its all-time high. Having said this, I do want to remind you guys that if you're thinking about investing in XRP or any other crypto out there, make sure to do your own due diligence, and do not forget the golden mantra of crypto investing, and that is only invest what you can afford to lose. Well guys, that was the video for today. Let me know what are your thoughts in the comment section below. I do love reading all your comments, so please comment. And if you're new to my channel, consider subscribing and giving this video a like, and you might notice some difference in the quality because I recently bought a camera. So I would highly appreciate if you can subscribe to my channel, as it helps to reach out even newer audience. As always, thank you for watching this, and I will see you next time.